So it would appear that we find the SS Teacup to the Mount Teapot. How very interesting. So, bad news abound. I somehow, lost the progress for the last episode, so I had to go and replay through the, oh, well, darn. Lost that baddie. I lost the, like, save progress for, the last episode. So I had to replay through the, Stove Canyon, and I have about 100 more coins around there. A little bit less than 100 coins, I believe. Than I had at the end of what you guys saw. I didn't get a sweet, octuple thing on the boss again, which was sad, because that was, like, the crowning achievement in my life. I've never had anything better than that happen to me in my life, which is very disappointing for everyone involved with me. But I had general better luck on the, things. I got mostly doubles, of course. I think I did get octuples once. I was kind of an autopilot while playing it. But I just had general better luck, while going through, and I have a bit more money than I did before. So I hope you'll forgive me. We'll continue onwards, and we'll try and make more than 10,000 coins. We'll try and go for, like, 10,000 coins, and then some change, for, you know, make up for that bit. And, I'm guessing since this is already hit that there's gonna be other, blocks around. No, I guess it's just this one. Take us upwards, I guess. I was thinking that there might be more around. That's a nice little, like, tell. Like, oh, hey, here's a already hit block, so you see it, and then you think, wait a second. Blocks normally aren't, they don't come pre-hit. You have to harden them to the world. You need to open their, well, their eyes are already open, but you need to show them, you need to point their open eyes in the correct direction, because they're not looking, man. They just don't know. They're just blocks. And there's a treasure to be found up here, which is nice. There's also blocks to be broken, which will sate Wario's primal desire to destroy, but not his primal desire to love. Only money will sate that. But luckily, we're in the right business for getting that. And I looked down at our money, and I was like, how the hell do we have 140 coins? I had already forgotten about the kindly owls that flew through the beginning of the level. So who knows? And I guess we'll just take this water up here. And I'm guessing this will take us to where a key is. Either that or, it really sucks, because this is like a secret branching path, or I would assume, based on, like, how we had to get here. Yeah, there's the key. It would really suck if, like, the key was, like, on the main path and you had to come back. And I don't know why you have to turn off the water, because you could just, like, swim back down here. And, oh, that's sweet how the key just kind of floats above Wario's hand. I've never noticed that before. That's interesting. Yeah, so I wonder if, like, the water, if having the water on, like, messes up this room or something, because why would you need to turn it off otherwise? Because, I mean, you can just swim down. Maybe it's just so you can fall down. You fall faster than you fall faster in air than you would in water. And a nice little dagger. I think that we have a shield as well, so now Wario is properly armed for battle. Wario can go to war and be Wario, which is really confusing, because I always end up saying them interchangeably, because I said Wario as a child. Just because I've never been good at pronouncing things. Pronunciation is not my specialty. Nothing is. I have no specialties. I'm a terrible person. But Wario is, like, correct, because Wa and Ma Rio, even though you normally just say Mario. I don't know. Hey, the plum's back. I suppose that shouldn't have surprised me as much as it did. Because, like, of course it's back. That's how video games work. I mean, it's a miracle that a giant plum grew in the first place, but this is a video game. It's not a miracle. That plum was born to attempt to crush us or push us into the spikes, or some combination of them. And I was actually just about to jump over that, because I was like, darn, we're gonna lose our power-up. But it was an eagle, and I prefer the eagle. And these alligators are the best with their little, like, safety rings, safety donuts, whatever they're called. They're just great. They're just lounging, just having a grand old time with their safety donuts. And they just look good. I'm a big fan of those alligators, if you can't tell. 150. Ooh, that would octuple nicely. We could get another 999. Well, it's not 999. I walked out with 300 coins, which is very good. I will be happy and accept that gratefully. And looks like we're back in the water. Ooh, the seals are back. I am a big fan of those seal guys. Just like they're little, like I know that it's probably supposed to be a what do you call those? Goggles, like diving goggles. But it just looks like they have little glasses on. They just look like adorable little seal guys. Unfortunately, we're just going to slay them all mercilessly, because we are unsympathetic to their plight of assumedly being a member of Captain Syrup's pirate gang. The Black Sugar Gang, Brown Sugar Gang. It depends on what game you're playing. They keep changing their name, and I don't think they even bring it up in Shake It. So who knows? And we're losing lots of coins. And oh, there's a hat guy happening there. And have we seen a dragon hat? Was there a dragon hat at the beginning, or was it another eagle hat? Because we've seen an eagle hat, we've seen the Viking hat, and if we see a dragon hat, we'll have seen all 3 of the full top tier transformations. Oh wait, didn't we see? Yeah, we totally did see a dragon hat. In the little crevice area. Well, crevice. There was a block that made a dragon hat, and I'm sure you guys remember it better than I do, because I wasn't really paying attention. I saw, yeah, because I avoided the dragon hat. So that's how that goes. And oh darn, if I had the Viking hat, we could jump up and ride the conveyor belt all the way down. Unfortunately, we'll just fly over there, which sounds much more exciting, but using the Viking helmet to like ride places is much more. Ooh, wow, I thought it was gonna be a 3-up. That's well, if I'm hallucinating, or if my memories are hallucinating, we didn't see a dragon hat earlier. We did now. So this level is very generous with the power-ups. I don't know if levels are normally as generous as that with the power-ups, because, like, holy crap, we saw, like, every single one of them. And, okay, I know that looked really dumb, but I had to check. I had to know for sure if there was a frickin' key in there, because that seemed like a mean place to put a key. And we cannot hit that. We're gonna have to go to the other side. Oh, those fly guys are the worst. You cannot kill them with fire, for some reason. And I even think that they're a enemy from Super Mario Land 2. But yeah, you cannot kill them with fire. I'm not sure if you can kill them. I think they might just be here for, like, decor. Just, you know, like, oh, hey, look, there's a thing, and then it flies away, and then you're sad. And, that darn crystally noise from Mount Teapot is back. And, oh yeah, I remember this area. With the little, like, bridge, that's conveniently just long enough for your dragon flames to hit. And ooh, a star! Hey, that's really sweet. I was thinking, like, this game doesn't have a terrible amount of stars, but it just seems like they are not on the front end of the game and more near the back, because we're in, like, the second half of the game. This is the third to last world, and I wonder if using a star would have killed that guy, and I could not pull out a coin while I was waiting for that. In fact, I wonder if throwing a coin would kill that guy, because that'd probably mean throwing an enemy would kill them. Yeah, totally. Let's get that coin back before it goes away. I think that's the first time I've actually ever used a coin as a weapon. Huh. I made doubles in the first level, so of course I had to make halfsies on the next one, because that's just how... That's how the world works. You make double money, and then it gets cruelly taken away from you, and you just have to be sad about it. And there's a bird up there, so I'm pretty glad to have the dragon right about now. Because the dragon's super good about taking care of these birds. Because normally you just gotta jump over them, because you can't really tackle them in the air, especially since they have the sharp beak. But with the dragon, we can just light them on fire and enjoy chicken, or whatnot. They look more like hummingbirds, to be honest. They look nothing like chickens. I'm not saying that. I thought that for even a second. But they kind of remind me of hummingbirds. But I might have a kind of bias in my mind. Because in Wario Land 3 and I think in 2... Yeah, they're in both. There's a hummingbird enemy in both of those games. So I just might have a little memory bias going on here. And oh, looks like we get to take the top route. Which I'm guessing has more cash. I mean, there's nothing stopping us from taking both routes unless I get hurt, and then I'll be too afraid to take the bottom route, because I'm guessing it's maybe more dangerous? Guessing this is like a nice little safe shortcut. And oh, I was hoping the pirate goon would land on the other one and just kill it. And no, wait. I figured this one would be much more dangerous, but like, this is just like, there's nothing down here. We can just chill down here. That's kind of... The freaking pirate goom. I have no clue how he ended up down there. Did I throw one off and I wasn't paying attention, and maybe he fell down here into the screen and he just hadn't done anything because we weren't here, so it didn't load? I don't know. That was interesting though. I love when things like happen like that in video games. especially since they're like a little less frequent in older video games. Like a lot of new games like have like weird like buggy stuff that it's a little bit understandable because, you know, bringing in 3D like really complicates stuff. Not saying that like old games are devoid of glitches. That is by no means like a thing. But old games do tend to be glitchy as well. So I guess it's halves and halves because like production quality has like gone up. In a sense, people spend more money on things. But like problems, man, technology, it's complicated. Who knows? And that bird made me think, is there something up there? It doesn't look like it. Either that or I didn't try hard enough. And we just jammed that guy into the wall. So I'm going to take that back. We tried just hard enough. We tried so hard. We merged that fellow with the wall. And ooh, man, these guys, can I swim? Yeah, I can swim past that. I was afraid that seal guy would swim up there and get me while I was, like, playing around with trying to swim up the current. But no, he just kind of watched. What a nice guy. Doubles, halvesies, halvesies. That's the way the Wario crumples. That's just what life is. He falls apart. And we've actually gotten onto the SST cup, and there's more safety donut gators. So the happy times, and we'll see them. No, oh hey, a cat goomba or cat goom, whatever the heck they're called. We haven't seen one of those guys in a while. Kind of interesting. So yeah, we finally made it onto the ship. Can we? Yeah, okay. Just make sure we could climb underneath those blocks and not like it was just a point of no return. It looks like we have to return with the key. If I remember right, this level's like kind of like a pseudo maze. Like it kind of loops around in weird ways. Not like Lost Woods mazy, but just loops around mazy. And I'm glad that guy didn't kill me, but now he has to die, and it's very difficult to kill him when the game doesn't want to throw him. It's kind of interesting how the game just refuses to like throw him, and then you get that kind of error noise. It's not something that happens in games a whole lot. Normally just like you'll either do it or you won't, but no, the game's not only not doing it, it's saying please stop doing that. And I guess just informing you can't as well. We're finding a lot of power-ups we can just kind of leave behind, as long as we don't get got by one of these danger ducks, which I'm hoping is their name in this game. I'm very, very sure that is their name in Wario Land 2, but I'm not so sure about this game. They might not be, and darn, I was hoping that there was a key here. I don't know how far this key is into this level, and I like this kind of room. It looks kind of like a more specialized room, because like we're in the ship right now, so that might be like a dining room or something with the curtains hanging down, but that just might be me like applying. Is this where we freaking started? Yeah, this is that cat Goomba was there, and I'm guessing by going up there we would have ended back up at the treasure. I mean, I didn't confirm, but I'm very fairly certain, especially since we are looping back around. I have some sense of object permeance leaking out of my body. It is falling out. That first one put us in that that room that I was headcanoning very hard, and that one is a trap. So we will walk right past it. So maybe it's not so much a maze as it is that it loops back around at once, and I'm very easily startled. And see, that duck died that time instead of giving us the error noise. I guess I was just far away enough, and it's actually starting to worry me. We have to go. Will he die there? Oh no, he didn't die. I thought he might merged with the floor about halfway, so I wasn't sure if he would die. But I'm hoping we're gonna come up on the key soon, because I'm guessing that's the reason why that loop's there, so you can loop back to the guy easily. And okay, there we go. I was wondering what was gonna happen first, me getting fed up with that situation, or the duck dying. And luckily it was the duck dying. And let's just jump in here and collect our rewards. And geez, this key's kind of far into the level. Not that these levels are super huge or anything, but I would have expected to bump into a key already, but that does not seem to be the case. And it's been a while, but good old dunking fools on other fools is always a nice stress relief mechanism. And oh, there's the key. And how far out does this swamp come? Will he squish me if I come out? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like he's just going back and forth. So, never mind. I thought he was like... I thought he had a more difficult pattern than that. I thought he'd kind of go around in a circle. But no, he's just going up and down. For all intents and purposes, he's a glorified elevator. A glorified elevator that could kill you if you were underneath it. But to be fair, a normal elevator would very easily kill you if you were underneath it during its descent, I assume? I don't know, like, how far down, like, elevators go, like, in, like, from the first floor, is there, or let's say the bottom floor, because the first floor, there could be a basement. If there's more room underneath it, so like, if you were underneath it, would you be able to hide from it like the same way you would be able to, like, lay down on the ground and a car pass over you? I wonder. These are things I wonder that I will never explore or find out. No, good, we haven't missed anything. And we got a nice little axe, so we're collecting weapons. Wario can run around with a dagger, or he can run around with an axe. And axes are so cool. They're such an underappreciated weapon. I'll meet you guys back at the checkpoint. But seriously, like, axes and hammers and, like, lances are so cool, but it's always, like, fantasy stuff feels the need to, like, make everything about swords, and that's always just so, like, boring. Like, I don't know, I'm, like, personally kind of bored of swords. Like, come on. I like to see, like, the different weapons in, like, little fantasy settings, or any kind of setting that you need a weapon at all. Hammers especially. Hammers are, like, my favorite kind of, like, weapon. Mostly because they're a little impractical and look cool. But I don't know, I just have a fondness for hammers. I had my money cut in half, but I noticed I only had 40 coins. I'm kind of concerned that maybe I missed a secret, like, area in that level, but, I don't know. Maybe it's just a low money level. And here we are, we're already at the end of, the freaking SS Teacup. We just boarded it, and now here we are, at the end. That's the way. Oh, and this mole's told. Oh no, he psyched me out. I thought he was gonna throw his thing at us. And is this like the right way to go? Because I saw that door and I thought like, oh, we should go in here because obviously, like, you know, it's just a branching path. But oh frick, we do have to go. We have to go that way unless we had a Bull Wario, because then we can just ground pound through that. So we'll have to come back if we find the ability to ground pound later on. It's just so weird not having ground pound be like part of Wario's like standard arsenal, because like it's such a Wario thing to do. I wish his like down, like his aerial down smash in Smash Brothers was like a ground pound. That'd be really nice. I guess it would be functionally similar to like Link stabbing down with his sword, but instead of with Wario's butt. So I guess that's how that goes, and kind of interesting. I figured we'd find a Viking thing, but oh hey, it loops around. Okay, that's why. I thought we'd get a Viking and then we'd go back and get to explore more, but no, just turns out that we just ducked into a separate hallway and then came back around. That's kind of neat, and it's kind of cool, because if you had the Viking Wario, you could just kind of circumvent doing all of that. Not that there was much to do there, but that's kind of neat regardless. I really like things in games like that, because games don't do that a whole lot, especially nowadays. It's like the game designers are too afraid of you not to see the entire game, which, I mean, I guess if you spend a long time developing a game, the thought of somebody not seeing content that you worked really hard on, the thought of them not seeing it's like heartbreaking, but like, it's also like, you gotta work to see the stuff in the game. You can't just have it handed to you, then it's not any fun, and you just need to make a blend of the two. Here you're getting game designs ideas from a guy who's just playing Wario Land, and that's his entire life, is just crying about Wario Land and why there can't be more, even though I'm fairly sure that it's probably just due to poor sales numbers, which really sucks, because the Wario Land games are so good. And they're all available on the Nintendo eShop. If you got like a 3DS, you can buy 1, 2, and 3, and oh yeah, you can't get 4. 4 was available as the ambassador thing if you got a 3DS early. So I have 4, and I always forget that you can't just straight up buy 4, which sucks that they have Game Boy Advance emulation working on the system, but they just don't sell it. And I always forget that these moles lose their little like spike ball after they throw it. And I don't think we've seen these spiders before. In fact, I think these spiders also might be from Mario Land 2, like the flies we saw earlier this episode. I was like almost like, oh, in that last episode, but no, it was earlier this episode. I'm forgetting how things work, and Wario's getting stuck. There are a lot of like little rafters? No, not rafters. Masts to climb. Masts, yes, those are masts. So I was freaking worried about it being difficult to find the key, and that maybe we might actually run out of time. But no, we found it, and then I fell into an upgrade that I did not want. But we'll just deal. Oh yes, my favorite treasure in the entire game! The football! Wario would totally play football. And of course he'd find a football and be like, wow, this is treasure, yes? I mean, he could just go to the store and buy it for a very low sum of money. But let's get reasonable. Does Wario seem like the guy who would like to go to a store and use his money when he could instead hoard it like a dragon? And, oh, hey, I was right. I hit that first heart, and I was like, I wonder if there's another heart. And sure enough, there was. And is this the farthest mast, or was there another? Oh, there's another one over here. I don't remember which way is the right way to go, but I kind of like this area, because it's neat. There's not a lot of, like, verticalness to this game. Like, typically, you're traveling horizontally down, like, some kind of, like, level trying to make it to the end, and I'll actually take Bull Wario over, Dragon Wario, even though actually, technically, I think maybe Dragon Wario might have been the better pick, because then we could have killed the, spiders as we went, and I'm guessing this is the exit, but there's more treasure to be had, and where there's more treasure to be had, there's more money to double down, because, like, whereas this may be 1 coin, but it could potentially be 8 if, luck is with us tonight, which, it's probably not. Things have not been going well, for me in my home life, and I'm very sad. I don't know why I say things like that. Saying things like that just it's a very easy thing for me to do, just to talk myself down, even though I, like, don't mean it at all, and I'll just say awful things like that I don't mean in the slightest. It's just like, hey, you say it for yucks, because, I don't know, me being sad is funny. Speaking of me being sad, this is, Bobo. He's a reoccurring, enemy in Wario Land games. I'm guessing he's a member of, Captain Syrup's pirate crew, which will, I guess, make more sense. And, oh yeah, if you duck, he tries to blow you away, but if you crouch, he doesn't blow you as far. You just need to bounce off the birds to, try and bounce on his own head. And I don't think the game, like, lets you, like, just bounce on him. Like, look, even though I'm clearly getting him, and I had bounced off a bird, I don't think they allow you to damage him until your feet have hit the ground again, which is kind of interesting that they don't let you just combo him. Like, it makes sense why, too, and oh, frick. Wait, why did the boss song start again? I guess that's interesting. The song tried to switch to, like, the high action, like, oh, you're running out of time, and they started playing the boss thing again. I can't crouch anymore because I'm small Wario, and there we go. I was so worried I was about to get got because of that, and let's try and, oh no, there was like 20 coins in there. Oh, 10 more coins. Oh, no. These are always so hectic because they can either go so bad or so well, and it's so much easier whenever you have a bigger hitbox. Because you can, like, collect twice as many coins, and it's easier to just jump in the middle of the way and collect all of them in one go, in one single jump, as opposed to having to kind of, like, dance around and collect them all. I think, how many coins did we have? Is this going to put us above 600? No, frick it. I'm going to try and double our monies again. Darn. A smart man would walk away from here. But I would really like that almost 600 coins that we just had. So we're just gonna pull the string again and hope for the best. Okay, cool. I'm happy with almost 600 coins. Although we could have had another boss 999. That would have been sweet, even though, like, this game doesn't remember it. But you guys remember it. The video is there forever. Unfortunately, the game doesn't remember due to my shenanigans of not trusting in the game's saving potentials and auto-save features. But that was a pretty nice haul. And, are we gonna hit 7,000? I'm not doing the math in my head because I have given up on yeah, we're gonna hit 7,000. Nice. That would suck if we were just, like, 2 coins away. So heck yeah, 7,000 coins, 2 worlds left. That seems a bit daunting, but if we can, as you get farther in the game starts giving you a bit more money. So it's not as hard as it seems. And, this next world is interesting, and perhaps you'll find out why in the next episode. I gotta entice you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.